Hey, it's James Keddington here with the Daily Commute. It's my new video blog, and the reason I'm doing it is to pass the time a little bit faster. Don't worry, I've set up a little contraption to hold my phone, and so I can record this completely hands-free. So that way I'm driving with hands on the wheel, as you can see, and keep my eyes on the road. So today, what's this all about? We're gonna have fun, play a little music, a little carpool karaoke if there's some good songs on the radio. Actually, I'm gonna lip sync. I don't sing. I've sung before, and I'm pretty sure that's why we have issues with North Korea and Iran right now, is my singing. So I'm doing my part for world peace by not singing. You do your part in whatever way that suits you the best, but I'll just lip sync the songs and keep my vocal expressions, the audible ones at least, to talking and when I'm singing in the shower. So anyways, so today's topic for the commute. So, I'm calling this the commute. Why? Because I'm doing this on the commute. Could be morning, could be afternoon. It just kind of depends on the mood I'm in. Today, it's the afternoon commute. I'm going to be home in about 5 minutes, and so this will be a pretty quick one. But the topic today is what's ridiculous. And seriously, I chose this topic, because it's really easy to find something that's ridiculous. And, the most ridiculous thing I saw recently was in the airport in Chicago. But let me back up a second. It's that time of year where the pharmacies and the hospitals and all the healthcare places are promoting the flu shot, and that's good for a lot of people, I suppose. But if you don't know, the flu shot is it's where they actually give you the flu, but they do it in such a small dose that the idea is that you build up a resistance or immunity to it, and so as your body fights off this small dose flu, you create antibodies, so that way when some snot-nosed kid or somebody doesn't wash their hands after using the restroom, once they give you the flu, that you've actually already had the antibodies built up in advance, and you're able to fight off the larger dose given to you by somebody else, and you avoid sick days at work, or and you're not passing it on to the kids. And people die every year from the flu. It's a pretty serious thing, really. But anyway, so here's what's ridiculous. I'm in the airport in Chicago. I was giving a presentation last week, and there's a flu shot table in the airport. And I thought to myself, this is the stupidest thing. Now, granted, like most flu shots, you go to the hospital where people are sick and you're prone to get the flu already. But really, mass transit areas, you're sitting in areas where there's so many common areas where that everybody's touching and putting their hands on, they're sitting down. And it's so easy to get sick when you travel. And then they actually want to give you the flu, like guaranteed? No, sorry, not getting the flu shot at the airport. That's not wise. So I don't recommend it either. Maybe there's some sort of science reason that says it's okay. But, they can practice that kind of science elsewhere. I'm just going to go to my local pharmacy where there's other sick people, right? Is it really a good place to get the flu shot? I don't know. But I think the worst place is the airport. Anyways, that's my little rant on something ridiculous. Here's what else is ridiculous. So I mentioned I was speaking last week. I was talking about digital marketing, and I was co-presenting with Crystal Lee Beck. She owns a company, and we outsource our writing to Crystal Lee. I've known her for years, and her team of writers are fantastic. Anyway, so we're talking, and hey, that's a beep. I got low fuel. Gotta fill up. But we're talking on digital marketing, and she throws out the statistic that says the average person sees 4,000 marketing messages a day. That's pretty ridiculous. I figured, I did the math, and that's like 25 every 10 minutes. That's a lot. That's a lot of marketing messages. And as I'm driving right now, I see a lot. There's banners on the street. There's a banner right over there. There's someone in need of a real estate apprentice over here. Someone in need of a stock market apprentice over there. Here's another billboard, a miniature billboard, gas station signage. So yeah, in the last minute, I've already seen 15, 20 just talking and driving with you, right? So we do see a lot, and that's pretty crazy. So what's even more ridiculous, though, is the lack of marketers who actually know how to break through and create messages that actually mean something. So there's a quick little formula that I want to share with you. I'm going up the hill to where I live here right now, so we're going to make this fast. It's going to be a short one. But the reality is, most people try to use the creative aspects of marketing and advertising to break through the clutter. And you know what? They do a good job sometimes, right? But the problem is, it's not relevant to what they're selling, or it's not relevant to a problem or a pain that I have. And so when I see that message, I may be interrupted real quick and take my eyes off the road for a moment and acknowledge it. But if it's not relevant to what they interrupted me with, in reality, if it's deceptive, right, then they lose me. And most things in marketing and advertising that interrupt us are deceptive, right? Facebook lately, there's a lot of ads of people doing these happy dances, and you got 5 or 6 people doing happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. The happy dance means absolutely nothing. It distracts me. It gets my attention. But all I am is frustrated. You know what? I don't want to refinance my home. I don't. Leave me alone, right? But if that happy dance, right, they interrupt me with something that's relevant, or maybe the happy dance actually has something to do with dancing, right? Like, learn to dance funny, right? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll take interest in that. So the first thing is, make sure that what you're using to interrupt people from their daily grind is relevant to what you're selling and relevant to them, right? So that's a real simple formula for breaking through the clutter. The next thing you got to do is you've got to validate your headline, right? So you just can't be relevant to what you're selling and relevant to them, but you have to back it up, right? Because we're deceived so often, we really don't give a lot of ads that time of day. And quite frankly, there's a lot of ads out there that are really great that would appeal to us if they could get our attention. And so we need to, in our advertisement, we need to validate that thing that interrupted us with the idea and a promise that if we continue on with the ad, that we will indeed find what we're looking for and solve that pain or need. So there's the tip right there. So guess what? I'm pulling into my driveway right now. I got it squeezed in. And welcome to the commute. I hope you join me. And I'm going to stop the car here. Hands-free driving. I'm done. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.